As an individual who may be responsible for adjudicating Title IX and VAWA offenses, it is important that you understand how to appropriately respond if someone discloses that they have experienced such misconduct. This section will provide guidance on how to manage those conversations effectively and ensure that the individual is informed of the proper process for reporting to the Title IX coordinator. When a student or employee reports a Title IX or VAWA incident, institutions must ensure a prompt and equitable response. It's crucial to understand the rights and responsibilities involved to protect all parties and uphold institutional integrity. Guess what? You are a mandatory reporter. All college employees who do not have legally protected confidentiality are considered responsible employees and are required to share reports of misconduct with the Title IX coordinator or deputy Title IX coordinators. Therefore, it is the responsibility of all employees, whether full or part-time, to report complaints of sexual harassment, sexual misconduct that they receive, and of possible sexual harassment, sexual misconduct of which they become aware. Reports should be made as soon as possible after the event. This responsibility ensures that appropriate actions are taken to protect individuals and maintain a safe environment. Understanding your role is crucial in fostering a culture of accountability and support. The Title IX coordinator at Northwest Arkansas Community College, Teresa Taylor, is responsible for ensuring the college's compliance with Title IX, as well as applicable provisions of the Violence Against Women Act, Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, and the Clery Act. As part of her responsibilities, the Title IX coordinator oversees the implementation and enforcement of INWAC's Title IX policies and procedures, ensures that appropriate training is provided to faculty, staff, and students regarding Title IX and related regulations, manages the college's processes for investigating and resolving complaints of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, and other related offenses, maintains centralized records of all reports and complaints to ensure a coordinated and comprehensive response to incidents of sexual misconduct. Through these efforts, the Title IX coordinator promotes a fair, equitable, and compliant process that supports the safety and rights of all members of the INWAC community. Teresa's contact information will also be included at the end of the training. In addition to the Title IX coordinator, INWAC has designated 2 Title IX deputy coordinators who are authorized to receive reports of sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, and other forms of sex-based discrimination. For employee-related matters, reports may be directed to Lisa Milam, Executive Director of Human Resources, and Title IX Deputy for Employees. For student-related matters, reports may be directed to Dr. Judd Harbin, Dean of Students, and Deputy Title IX Coordinator for Students. Student reports may also be submitted to the Director of Community Standards, Matthew Popowich. In addition to in-person or direct reporting, INWAC provides online reporting options. Students may submit reports through the college's online reporting platform, Maxient. Employees may submit reports through EthicsPoint, the college's designated reporting system for workplace concerns. Links to both reporting platforms will be provided at the conclusion of this training. As part of INWAC's ongoing commitment to fostering a safe, respectful, and legally compliant campus environment, it is essential to understand how information shared during the grievance process will be managed. While the college prioritizes discretion and is dedicated to respecting the privacy of all individuals involved, absolute confidentiality cannot be guaranteed due to INWAC's obligation under federal law to conduct thorough investigations into allegations of misconduct. As an individual who may receive disclosures related to Title IX or VAWA violations, you have a responsibility to clearly communicate to individuals that you cannot ensure confidentiality. If someone indicates that they wish to share information they do not want reported, you must inform them that your role requires you to report incidents of sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, or related behaviors to the appropriate college officials. The disclosure of information related to a complaint, including the nature of the complaint, investigative findings, and outcomes, will be limited to the following parties: the immediate parties involved in the complaint, identified witnesses, and appropriate administrative officials with a legitimate need to know. Additional disclosure may occur when necessary to ensure a full, fair, and impartial investigation. Furthermore, disclosure may also be required by applicable laws or regulations. Understanding these obligations is critical to protecting the rights of all parties involved and maintaining the integrity of INWAC's processes. What should I do if someone wants to report to me? Prioritize their safety. Ensure the individual is safe in the moment and address any immediate physical or emotional needs. Listen actively and emphatically. Listen without judgment. Validate their feelings. And read Haranchai Kentor. Avoid asking for unnecessary details. Do not investigate. Your role is not to gather evidence or determine what happened. Simply receive the information and refer appropriately. Inform them of resources and options. Tell them about their reporting options. They can report to the Title IX coordinator, campus police, local police, or anonymous. Tell them about supportive measures offered through the Title IX office. We will discuss those in a future section. And be sure to refer them to confidential resources. Either with them or on your own, ensure the report is forwarded to the Title IX office promptly. Respect the reporting party's decisions on reporting. Empower them to make informed choices about their next steps. Here is a sample conversation if a student begins to disclose to you an incident that violates INWAC's sexual misconduct policy. Compassionately interrupt them with, "I'm a mandatory reporter, which means I have to take what I learn and report it to the Title IX coordinator. All that means is the person most equipped to offer options and resources can reach out and ensure you know about all your options and choices. That said, I want you to be able to make an informed choice about who you feel comfortable sharing this incident with, so here are your options. You can continue disclosing the incident to me, and then we can contact the Title IX coordinator together by calling them on the phone, sending an email, walking over to their office in person, or making an online report. Filing a report does not automatically initiate an investigation. You have choices on how to proceed, or you can continue disclosing the incident to me, and I can contact the Title IX coordinator on my own, or you can decline to continue speaking with me, and I can let you know who the confidential resources are on campus and connect you with them if you want. But if the person wants to continue talking with you, let them share their story. Listen well and without judgment. Believe them. This was not your fault. I believe you and am here to support you. When there is an appropriate pause or end to the story, ask, would you like to contact the Title IX coordinator or fill out the online form together? If yes, contact the Title IX coordinator together. If no, contact the Title IX coordinator yourself. In either case, ask how else you may help them right now. Suggest connection to a confidential advocate or the counseling center. If the person does not want to continue speaking with you, point them to confidential resources on and off campus and tell them that's okay. There are many confidential employees on campus and confidential resources off campus who you can speak with without needing to contact the Title IX coordinator. Try to stay in touch with the student if they give you permission. Is it okay with you if I keep in touch and check in on you? Let's go over the different reporting options for the reporting party. The college strongly encourages all individuals to seek assistance from a medical provider and/or law enforcement immediately after an incident of sexual violence. This is the best option to ensure preservation of evidence and to begin a timely investigative and remedial response. The college also strongly encourages all individuals to make a report to the college and to local law enforcement, although neither is required. These reporting options are not mutually exclusive. Both internal and criminal reports may be made simultaneously. Internal reporting options include Telling a responsible employee what happened includes Title IX coordinator and deputy Title IX coordinators. Reports may be in person, email, writing, or telephone. Complete an online report, Maxient to report students, and Ethics Point to report employees. Emergency and external reporting options include, in some instances, sexual misconduct may constitute both a violation of college policy and criminal activity. The college grievance process is not a substitute for instituting legal action. Reports may be made directly with local law enforcement agencies by dialing 911. Contact INWAC Department of Public Safety for help completing a report. Individuals may also contact their local law enforcement to file a report. One very important thing to note is reports involving minors under Arkansas law. An individual must make a mandatory report of suspected child abuse and neglect, including sexual assault, when that individual, in their professional capacity or within the scope of their employment, has knowledge of or observes a minor under the age of 18 whom the individual knows or reasonably suspects has been the survivor of child abuse or neglect. All college employees are required to immediately report any suspected child abuse and neglect to the Child Abuse Hotline. Reports can be made anonymously. The source of abuse does not need to be known by the reporting party in order to file a report. The college will report all suspected child abuse and neglect, including sexual assault, to law enforcement and/or the Arkansas Department of Human Services. The college must act quickly regarding all reasonable suspicions of sexual or physical abuse. It is not the responsibility of any employee, student, or volunteer to investigate suspected child abuse. This is the role of law enforcement authorities. In addition to notifying the Title IX coordinator and director of campus safety, any individual may make a direct report as follows. If a child is in immediate danger, call 911. If there is no immediate danger, contact the Child Protection Hotline 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. These phone numbers will be in your handouts as well as at the end of the training. Any individual may make an anonymous report concerning an act of prohibited conduct. An individual may report the incident without disclosing their name, identifying the responding party, or requesting any action. Depending on the extent of information available about the incident or the individuals involved, however, the college's ability to respond to an anonymous report may be limited. Reports can be filed anonymously through the Maxient reporting system and/or through the Ethics Point reporting system. The Title IX coordinator and/or Title IX deputies will receive the anonymous report and will determine any appropriate steps, including individual or community remedies, as appropriate, and in consultation with the Clery coordinator, ensure compliance with all Clery Act obligations. Although reporting parties are encouraged to attempt to resolve complaints pertaining to discrimination by utilizing the INWAC grievance procedure, they have the right to file a complaint directly with the U.S. Department of Education, Office for Civil Rights. OCR information regarding applicable timelines and procedures is available from OCR. You may call the number at the end of the training to obtain further information about filing a complaint. That's the end of Section 2. Our next session will cover resources, rights, and remedies.